Hey everybody, how's it going? Frostbite here. It's been a minute since I did a game talk. I don't have Wolf with me this time. He's doing some other stuff. Plus, this is a game he doesn't really know much about. Um, so here we go. There. This is going to be a game talk on Legend of Mana. This is the fourth game in the Mana series. I'm not sure if they're linked together. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy thing where it's all different worlds. Actually, I think it could be different worlds. I think it might be the same world. Um, Not 100% on that. I should have did my research before I started this, but you're not here for that. You're here to find out about the game itself. Hopefully, that's why you clicked into this to watch. Um, so again, in this game, just like the other Mana games, you're trying to protect. Like, you gotta find the Mana tree, and then you gotta protect the Mana tree, and save the world. In this one particular, I guess it's just kind of an infinite time loop, where you do all this stuff, you protect, you defeat the big bad, and then it resets the world. At least that's what I'm getting on this, because this is my new game plus. So, when you start off, you get a big map. You pick your chunk of the map where you want to set, like where you want to start rebuilding the world. Okay, thank you. And then you start off from there. So we'll start right here. We'll start with the house. I mean, it's basic little house. Little cactus up there has got a diary. That's how you can check like what missions you've done. I think there's 67 events in total throughout the whole game. So it's got a good amount of content. Replayability too, because if you're going for 100% completion, getting that platinum, you got a lot of work ahead of you. I gotta turn down this volume in my head. There we go. So it's your house. Upstairs where you can save in your house. You got your monster corral, which later on you'll gain access to on your new games, where you get monster eggs, you hatch them, and you get monsters as companions. Then you get your workshops. Throughout the game, you'll unlock them all. You get your blacksmith, your golem shop, and your instrument shop. Blacksmith, you can make armor and weapons. Golem shop, obviously, you're making your golems. And the instrument shop is your magic, where you get your magic in this game. And then you got your orchard down here. This dude, he gives you give him seeds, gives you plants after a couple. I think it's a couple. You got to do at least an 8 event. I'm not sure if the in-game day passage or events, X amount of events per. So I never really paid attention. Don't mind me. I'm just kind of. There you go. Alright, well, that's done, and you get, at first you'll have to do like a little fight to get this guy, when you come down here. Then you just, give him some seeds, and boom. He'll give you fruits, which the fruits you can feed to your pets. You can use them for enhancing your armor, painting your golems. Yeah, I knew that. Then to really get going, you talk to this little sproutling right here, which some guys are all connected to the mana tree itself. Ah, yes. I think that's where I wanted to place that. Yes. Okay, there is a guide. So if you want to play this and get the best possible setup for it, there is a guide for it. Um, if I can get in and edit my stuff, I will put a link to that guide down in the description below for y'all, so that you can follow it as well. Pretty colorful cast of characters in this game. I played this game. This is a remaster. So it's got a couple of quality of life changes in it. Like if I went into here, I can turn the encounters off. You can do co-op, couch co-op with it, so local co-op. You get your gallery, all that good stuff. You can save wherever you want. The game auto saves like every time you walk into a new area. You even get this little mini game. It's kind of like the little Tamagotchi things. Like you pick one of your pets, you go in there, you roll some dice on a board, and they walk around the board. So I'm just gonna move on here. The art style in this game is beautiful. And this is coming back from the old PS1 era. This is like the end of the PS1 era. Or not. Yeah. This is the end of the PS1 going into the PS2 era that this came out with. A lot of your and what happens as you progress in the game, doing events and stuff, you unlock artifacts. These artifacts you'll see here that you saw on the overmap. Because you got like two different maps. You got this one, which is the world map, and then you got your map for the different zones you walk into. You were supposed to give me something. I think I fucked up. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, anytime you get a follower, go back. You don't want to get rid of them. Go back to your house. Don't get rid of them real quick. I forgot to grab my buddy. And here you can feed your pets. You can send them out to graze, and you can take them with you. Go. So back out of the house. When it comes down to your crafting stuff, you have an ungodly amount of materials to work with. You've got your primary materials. That'll be your the base material of what you're making the item out of, and then you got all these other items to influence the ability of what goes on your what's going on with your items. Like, what are they doing? Oops. Like, what kind of abilities or stats? There you go. You learn different attacks of your weapons based on how long you use it. No. Get out of here, offending me. Let's go together. Yes. We'll have a fun time. So, I don't know. Oh, I think I gotta go down here. Nope. Not you. Yeah, okay. It's a lot of story going on. And most of it, it's the game itself is a puzzle on like what you have to do. Each zone has a few, like multiple events that could happen, and they've got to be like triggered by events. Where you do one event, and that triggers another event, which can trigger this event, and the main events always trigger to get all the artifacts. I mean, I think there's like one or two of them that you have to do. There's like a couple of them that are not necessarily canon for the main story of the game, but if you want those, you gotta follow through a certain group of events to trigger them. You see, you walk across the thing, it changes, the days change. I do believe that what the day is, like on the overworld map, when you go into a map, can affect from what gens you'll find later in the game. That's how you get your magic. What animal eggs you might find in there. I think that's pretty much about it. So I'm just gonna tell him my name is Chumpy now. This guy will give you the basics on combat. Hopefully I'll be able to show you some combat here in a second. Here we go, combat. Pretty easy. Triangle's your heavy attacks, circle's your basic attacks. When it comes down to combat, let's see. You got skills. You got an X and O skills you can learn, and then you can set weapon skills and magics. As far as it comes down to your NPCs, you can't do shit with what they're wearing. They won't let you. They got what they got. And your pet, you can check out your stats and stuff. But yeah, basic inventory stuff. If you ever get lost, you got a diary. That'll tell you, like, oh, okay, I didn't go finish this one. Okay, here's what I gotta go do. Who's who I gotta go find. When you do start out the game, you get to pick between a male and a female character. I know they both look female. Trust me, I know. But this one I'm running right here, the Valkyrie-looking one, it's definitely a female. And then you get your pick of weapons. I mean, there is so many weapons. I mean, there's Gato. I mean, let me show you this real quick. Skills. Items, instrument, armor. Oh, I don't have the encyclopedia, so I can't show you. There is a crap ton of weapons to learn in this game. As you can see at the top of the screen, the 100%, the one that's the bars there. The 100%, that's your hit points. It doesn't give you a numerical value like 5,682. It's literally a percent. So you look up there and like, oh, I'm at 50% hit points, or you know, shows everybody. There's a synergy thing. You can link them up so that like right now, I think I'm getting like I'm not sure exactly what the synergy bonus is. But they activate when you're within a certain range of your teammates. You'll probably be like, oh, what's that flashy, colorful rainbow bar underneath? That one is for your weapon-based attacks. Let me show you real quick. So as you get better with weapons, you'll learn attacks, special attacks with them that do massive damage. The same thing with the other abilities like the jumps, the crouches, the flippy dippies, stuff like that. You just gotta equip them and run with them, and you start unlocking. This guy's one of the wisdoms. Like you'll start learning new abilities. All of them help. Yeah, all of them help in combat. Like, say, if I were to do... I think that's... I'm dashing. Okay, yeah. Dashing so I can get across, you know, I'm banged up, I can come over here and then I can do my crouch and heal up. I'm just let these guys beat the hell out of them. Come on, Niccolo. There you go. You'll notice too, like as you defeat the monsters, you see those little gems land on the ground. Them are experience. The little coins are obviously your money, and then you'll get little bags which are loot. You can't little candies and candy bars. They're to heal you, but after combat, you automatically go back to full health. If you as the main character get dropped in combat, do not flip out. As long as your NPCs are still alive, you have a chance of coming back. I say chance because sometimes the NPCs are stupid and they end up dying. So if your whole party dies, then you lose. The same thing goes for your NPC party members. If they get dropped, they'll come right back as long as you stay alive. There are many boss fights in this game. Pretty much, if you end up every time you do, most events end up in a boss fight. Most. I think almost every fucking event ends up in a boss fight, to tell you the truth. Some of them are like this big, really cool looking boss fight. A few of them are just like, it looks like a regular enemy. It's just like, ew. Like, I'll show you, there's gonna be one coming up here soon. I'm having a complete and total brain fart right this minute. It's like I've got an hour to do this in, and it's like I'm just kind of like rushing through it. So here's a boss fight. You can tell by the boss music. The boss music's pretty cool. I like it. Boss fights are really are pretty easy. And you beat a boss, you get a bunch of big gems. If you are playing this with a second player, they can take control of one of your NPCs. They don't bring their own character in. So literally they're stuck playing an NPC. So if there's a specific NPC that they want to play as, you'll have to figure it out. Figure out where they're at to go get them to run around with you. As you can see, I'm just getting a bunch of artifacts here. Again, those artifacts are different areas. And each map is a set map. It's not procedurally generated or anything like that. They're preset on how they're built, what they're doing, stuff like that. Okay. Let's dig a little bit into this real quick before I continue on. Let's see here. Legend of Mana. It was it came out back in '99. Made by Square back before Square became Square Enix. The good old days. The director was Koshi Ishii. The production was from I don't know, Kawazu, and the lead designer was Matsui. Again, the music of the game it's great. Square has always been great on their music, their gameplay, their combat systems. And I mean, let's. I was gonna go through the gallery. But yeah, Square has always been a great company. I grew up playing Square. Let's see. Oh, I can't show it off because it won't let me record it. Awesome. But you can go to the gallery, you can check out the artwork. It looks amazing. This area here is like nothing. You can't go into any of these houses. I was supposed to trigger an event. According to this, conversation. The point of follows the outskirts of the push the upper left area. Yeah. Yeah, we're supposed to trigger an event up here. I don't know. Overall, would I recommend this game? Yes. I highly recommend the entire Mana series. It is fun. If you like Final Fantasy, Mana's a little different change of pace, how the combat flows and everything, because you're actually in control of the combat. Like where your character moves, stuff like that. Like where you're gonna hit, which enemies you're gonna hit, and ain't gonna be a bunch of not an RNG that you're gonna hit. At least in this one, you're always gonna hit. Even in Legond of Mana, you probably heard me complain about that a lot. that later in the game you're just missing like crazy. That was something that's implemented in the old SNES, and it came over with the remaster. A whole new world. Okay, so I'm supposed to trigger some kind of. Well, this is supposed to go up here. Your bed saves your game. Obvious. That's your main save point. There are little save. You probably saw that gold-looking statue over there back in the place. See, he's supposed to write it down. Okay, I guess you're supposed to talk to him after every event. And then when you go down, he'll go write it down on the thing. Which I believe that is another trigger to trigger other events. I think that's why I screwed up my first run through. Yep. So that's gonna trigger me getting Bud and his sister, which are a couple NPCs that hang out at your house that you can take with you all the time. Let's go ahead and get a little in-depth on in here, since I got time. When it comes down to crafting, we're going to crafting here. So you got. Here we go. Now I can show you the weapons. Like I said, there is a good selection of weapon types to use. Same thing goes down with like armor. I mean, based on your character, male or female, uses a halberd, and the male uses the actual armor. Yeah. So let's make a pair of gauntlets real quick. Show you how this works. So you get your primaries, which you have a boatload of primaries to work with. I'll make this one out of lizard scales. Yay, made some lizard gauntlets. And now I can go in here to alter. And then I have like a metric shit ton of secondaries to use. Do I have any coins? Yes. Okay, coins you get from the elementals. I called them gins earlier, they're elementals. And if you infuse, say like I infuse these lizard gauntlets with a couple gnome silver, boom. There you go, I just infused them with gnome. And all the other items, like, let's say, I'll take a weapon here. Let's take the obsidian axe. Look, I'm not sure the exact combinations of how to do it, but you get different infusions on your weapons too. So you don't have to do straight up. Throw a gnome on there, see if it triggers it. Nope. You just gotta kind of go through everything and figure it out, or you can look up a wiki for it. Nope, I'm not gonna trigger it, huh? Okay. I'm just gonna get out of here. That's just how the blacksmithing works. You get a tutorial. For every one of these areas, you get a complete and total tutorial on how to do it, how to do everything in here. So like my golem here, I can go in here and go make logic blocks. And I can make these logic blocks, which these logic blocks can be used on the list in your golem, which these set your golem's attacks. You see, it looks like a big Tetris board. So if you're a huge fan of Tetris, there you go. Oops. So I can give him Knuckle Punch. He already has. He's got that. He's got that. I can give him Bowling Bomb. Like I said, you can basically pretty much play Tetris with this. And fill the whole board. But these give your golem all their different attacks, all their different abilities of what they're gonna do. You can paint them there, you can dismantle them, you can take them with, and you can make up to 3 golems at a time. You can have 3 golems on standby. The golem will take the place of your pet slot, because you can have 3 characters: yourself, a pet, which your pet or the golem, and then an NPC. Same thing goes in here for like I'm gonna make a drum. I'm gonna make it out of lizard scales, but I don't have any coins because I burned all my coins. So that's how you get your magic. I've already shown you the orchard and pet thing. Like, you'll get a tutorial on how to catch the elementals or talk to them to get coins. You'll get one to how to catch animals and how to raise them. Recommended it. Develop it. It's been so long since I've done one of these, you can tell. Show the combat, show up the bosses. Overall, all in all, for an old school game that I grew up playing, it hasn't changed much, which I like. They gave us the quality of life things where you can turn off combat if you don't want to deal with it, except for boss fights. Boss fights are always going to happen regardless. But you can turn off the combat, and that way the monster, every time you walk into a new zone or area of the map, you don't have to worry about fighting. And that's getting annoying. Like, you're just trying to get through real quick, trying to say like, oh, I just want to go through and get I just want to go through and go farm eggs. Okay, I turn off the combat. I turn off the random encounters, and boom. I don't know what the hell that was all about. You can see too with the magic. Let me throw my other spell. Nope, I have 2 the same. Your magic will change too, based on what element it is, what elemental you're using, and what type of instrument it is. So you have to learn that as you go. You learn that as you go, of which one does which. It'll tell you, like, as you're building, it'll tell you what type, like, what type of area effect it is. So you can figure out which ones you like the most, what magic attacks you like the most. Going back to what I was about to say, How they just basically took the old games and slapped some quality of life things on it. I think they did a few little upgrades as far as the pixels go on the characters themselves. The storyline's the same. Looks like the art style's the same. And when a brain fart, combat's the same. I mean, they really kept everything that kept this game good and kept it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this game a solid 9. I mean, that's my opinion on this. Again, like I always say with these videos, that's my opinion of the game. Don't just go like, oh, this guy said it was a 9, I'm gonna go play it, and then come back in my comments and be like, oh god, I hated this game, it was horrible, blah 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 blah. I mean, this is just, like I said, me playing through the game, talking about it, giving my honest opinion about it. It's kind of one of those things. It's not a thing to go like, oh, you should run out and buy this game. By all means, check it out. It is a great game. If it's not your cup of tea, don't bother with it. But this, this is stuff, this is a nostalgia trip for me. Going back and playing these old games. So I will. The monster trails already done. Like I said, down in the. What am I doing? I'm just gonna get Gaius. I'll post this guide in there. So you're checking this out and you want to know this guide. So I'm not going to do a straight freaking walkthrough on this. I honestly might come back and like stream a walkthrough on this game. I'm not a big walkthrough kind of guy. But to be honest, this game, I honestly might do a walkthrough on this one, just for fun. Be like a first time walkthrough for me. But yeah, I guess that might just wrap this up here. I got to buzz through it pretty quick, which I'm surprised. I liked it. You like what you see, and you played any of the other Mana games, definitely check this one out. Hopefully, eventually, maybe I might be running trials of Mana. We'll see. You can go back and check. I'll find a link for it. I'll put in the link to my like 2 8-hour sessions of Secret of Mana remastered. So you guys can go check that out. That was basically me going from like, I want to say about the 1/3 point through to the end of the game. That was fun. It was hard, but it was fun. I liked it. It really, like, beating that game really felt rewarding on how bad it got, the difficulty it got towards the end of the game. But yeah, thanks for coming and checking this stream out, or checking. Oh my God, I'm going to streamer mode. Thank you for coming and watching this game talk with me, Frostbite. I really appreciate it. You like this one? You want to see some more? Hit that subscribe button. If you really liked it, please hit that like button. Recommend it to your friends. If they, you see a friend that's like, oh, I need a new game. Then they like RPG, kind of action-y RPG kind of stuff. Have them check this one out. It was pretty cheap. I mean, $20. Yeah, it was worth it to me. Again, I will post the walkthrough that I'm using for this game in the description. I will post the links to my Secret of Mana run through if you want to check that out too. And keep your eyes peeled because I might break down and do a walkthrough for this game. Because I can, because it just feels like it feels like it would help, like 100% walkthrough, how to do all the events, stuff like that. If you don't feel like reading the guide, so yeah. Again, hit that like and subscribe button if you liked what you saw. Otherwise, you can catch me over, which I will link down in the description below. Too, you can follow me over on Twitch at Frost_Bite84. You can go catch my live streams over there. You want to know when I'm streaming, but you don't want to follow. You don't really want to follow me on there. You just gonna want to know when I'm streaming. You can over on Twitter. You can follow me there at Frost_Bite84, or you can just keep your eyes peeled for the VODs to come over here to YouTube by hitting that subscribe button. You'll know when I post them. Obviously, that's Frostbite. But so, until next video, everybody, stay frosty.